Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Ordinary Snob. Welcome back and happy spring is here finally after all the snow is gone. So today, another skin story here. I want to talk about something that, it was a very interesting time. A little story time for a minute. Oh, hold on, I forgot I'm parched. Give me 1 second. So, story time. Several years ago. Let me see, it was probably 2003. I'll make this quick. So, as most of you know, people in real life who know me, I am very pale. My lighting is shit, so it doesn't really show my full spectrum of non-melanin. Okay. So I decided to go to a tanning salon because I wanted to be tanner or darker. So I did so. Everything was fine. And I did it at work. The tanning salon was right down the street. I'm like, okay, this is cool. I get back to work. All of a sudden I start itching. Just start here. Then my back. Just a little bit, right? Hold on. And then all hell broke loose. I started itching everywhere from neck down. To the point where I had people look at my back and I said, "What is on my back? Someone help me." My entire back was covered in fine red bumps. My arms were coated, my stomach was coated, my legs were coated. I called the dermatologist I had at the time, not my current one, but at the time, and I said, "I'm having some sort of allergic reaction. This is what I did. I need to be seen." And she said, "I'm sorry, but we can't see you until maybe 2 days from now." I said, "Look, if you don't see me, I'm going to the emergency room and we are gonna have a real big problem." So she was like, now, I know I shouldn't have said all that, whatever. I don't think you understand the intense itch that was going on everywhere. Imagine your entire body, every piece of skin from your neck down, coated in red, swollen, itchy bumps, tiny bumps, like a heat rash, right? Okay. I was like, "Look, boss, I gotta go." Go to the dermatologist. She's like, "What did you do again?" I said, "I just went to a tanning salon." I said, and I sat there in the booth, I think maybe 3 minutes, something, I don't remember. She goes, "Okay, I'm gonna put you on prednisone," which, if you don't know, prednisone is a steroid. It's a horrible steroid because you gain so much weight, water weight and food weight, because it also increases your appetite. I was on prednisone for 3 weeks. How much weight did I gain, you say? 20 fucking pounds. I was nonstop. It was horrible. But a lot of that was water, but the rest was just like, no, I'm hungry. I was diagnosed with PMLE. And what is that, you say? PMLE? Polymorphous Light Eruption. And what is that? It is an allergy to the sun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, that's what that is. Now that was well over 20 years ago. So yes, in a nutshell, I am allergic to the sun. It probably was dormant lying in my system, and the tanning booth probably exacerbated it to come out and be like, oh hey, here we are, you know, we were waiting at the right time and now is it. Yeah, so I'm allergic to the sun. What that really means is people with PMLE, they are allergic to specific or certain UV rays. The problem with PMLE is one, there's no cure. Two, there's no cure. And three, you can take medicine for it, but again, there's still no cure. You're allergic to certain UV rays, and because of that, you never know which ones. So what does that mean for Susan? It means Susan doesn't go outside when it's really bright and sunny. Susan has to stay in the shade. Susan wears long sleeve shirts in the summertime because I have to. When I go to Vegas, because I love going to Vegas in July, boyfriend hates it. We have never gone to Vegas together, which I don't know what would really happen, because either he would be arrested or me. I don't know. I would go with a friend of mine, and I have to, because it's technically an allergic reaction, I have to take a ton of Benadryl. But at that 110 degree weather sitting at the pool, I will gladly sacrifice my skin for those unsightly, itchy ass bumps. Now, with these bumps, they are, imagine a heat rash. I'm sure most of you have had one, maybe not. They're little fine, tiny bumps, and they are filled with a clear fluid, liquid, whatever you want to call it, that doesn't sound as gross. If you scratch one, it will leak out. It's not a whole bunch, but imagine if you had your whole entire arm doing that. It is kind of So that's where Benadryl comes in, and you have to take it for several days, for several hours, you know, each day, because again, like I said, it's an allergic reaction. Mine, the first time I had it and was diagnosed, it was just that severe where they had to give me a steroid to calm it down, and it took 3 weeks, if not a little bit longer, for it to completely go away. It was horrible. And I find when I scratch it, because you know everybody wants to scratch a chicken pox or a mosquito bite or whatever, that's the intensity times 5 for this. So when you do, for me, when I scratch it, I swear it like multiplies, and it's just like, oh, you let us loose. Hold on, let's attack some more of your skin. It's really fun, not really. Hold on, I'm parched. Y'all like my cup? It is on the website, theordinarysnob.com. This is one of my favorite purchases from Amazon. Yes, I am an Amazon affiliate. I will say that. I will do a video on some of my favorite items, but if people know me, please don't take this seriously, but it's just so freaking hilarious. Don't touch me, peasant. It's just, it's hilarious to me. I'm just saying, but anyway. So yeah, okay, back to the story. So for people that have PMLE, I found a few things beside the traditional things to do, such as stay out of the sun. That's not really fun. If you want to go out in the sun and, you know, get your itch on and your rash on, so be it. I mean, it's everybody's PMLE is different. It hits them different. I've seen people with splotches just on their chest. I've seen people just on their arms. Me, it's bad. And I found on, was it Amazon, and there was another clothing company, and I completely forgot and came to this video unprepared of what the company is called. However, what I didn't know is that they actually have UV protectant clothing. Go figure, right? Had no idea. I'm like, why doesn't somebody just come up with something? You know, just, and And they have. Now I will say, I will put it in the description, like the company, their clothes are not cheap at all. And there's not really a high demand, and I'm sure getting UV clothing is not inexpensive, the material, because it has to be treated a certain way and things like that. But like a shirt, just like say a t-shirt like this with long sleeves, $50. I'm gonna wear that sucker over and over and over and over again and get my money's worth, because a long sleeve $50 shirt compared to a $12 shirt that's like the same thing at Old Navy or Gap or so yeah. But anyway, that is my story time. I have anyway, that was story time. But people with PMLE, stay strong. I mean, I hate to say it, but there have been times where I will be driving home, and you know, this side's where your driving hand is, and all of a sudden through that window, even though it's UV protected, my arm will just get a rash. It's horrible. It's completely horrible. But yeah, if you have any other tips and tricks besides sunscreen, because sunscreen can make it worse, I have found out, depending on the ingredients. For my previous video, I told you I was allergic to fragrance. And I don't mean perfume or cologne, I mean like specific chemically type fragrances I'm allergic to. But yeah, I mean, it's just a hit or miss, and that's what really stinks about this. It doesn't usually go away. It will hit people, they said, between 25 and 30 when it starts, and that sounds about right. Yeah, but that's my story time. That is my PMLE, Polymorphous Light Eruption. It sounds so technical, and it's just like, I'm a vampire. Forget it. Let me just call me a vampire. That's fine. Without the blood sucking, you know, it's whatever. But so that's all I got. And if you have any comments, questions, any other type of suggestions for PMLE clothing, whatever, leave it in the description below as well, or the comments. And that's it. So thanks for tuning in to the Ordinary Snob, and I will see you next time.